Now to Paris, where 3 people are dead and 4 others injured after a shooting at the Kurdish cultural center. Prosecutors say the 69-year-old suspect had previously been charged with racist violence. Angry crowds gathered near the center to demand more protection from police. A fight with police officers broke out after they were ordered to leave. Our correspondent Cullen was at the scene.
Just to set the scene for where we're broadcasting, we are actually inside a restaurant which has gone into lockdown because the situation is so unstable outside. The most recent developments have been that the police are trying to clear this block, and they have been doing so with some pretty rough tactics, beating up members of the public just on the street outside me, firing off rounds of tear gas as well, and they've had to put out some fires which were started by the protesters, setting bins and bikes on fire. All of that happened just after the Interior Minister came to the scene to address members of the press to give the latest updates on the police investigation following the fatal shooting of 3 people this morning in Paris. Just after he finished speaking, a crowd surged, tear gas was fired, and then the whole situation deteriorated. There was even at one point police running away from protesters who were chasing members of law enforcement with wooden batons. Flashbangs were going off, and as I say, tear gas was fired, and the situation was unstable. We've managed to come inside this restaurant to broadcast, and well, the situation has been brewing all day with members of the Kurdish community here in Paris raging at this attack on their community centre, a fatal shooting dead of 2 people inside that community centre, a 3rd person killed as well. And they said that the man who was carrying out the shooting walked up and down, according to bystanders, serenely, calmly walking up and down the street, shooting at a hairdresser's, a restaurant, and this Kurdish community centre. That sparked anger, and there were chants and marches and protests late morning and all throughout this afternoon by members of the Kurdish community here, and it seems that that anger has simmered over, is now boiled over. They've been throwing items at the police, and the police have been responding with force, as I say, taking out their truncheons and not afraid to use tear gas as well.